Okay. Yes. So, Shyamlal, could you please tell what did we study yesterday in the last
Hare
class?
Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu. So basically, we understood samas, like the definition of samas, how it is different from sandhi, and then there were certain rules with the samas, uh, and also the different types of samas, like the compound words cannot be written, pronounced separately. Then uh, uh, pu- uh, Purva pada and Uttar pada cannot be interchanged, and within a samas we cannot add any other words. And lastly, like the samas occurs between two subanta and only and not between tinantam. So those were, and then the different types of samasas.
Perfect. Perfect. What is the definition of samasa? What is that Sanskrit phrase which defines the samasa? Do you remember, Pru? You can just refer the notes and tell.
Yeah, anekas. I'm reading from the notes actually. Anekasya
No problem.
padasya ekapadi bhavanam.
Bhavanam. Yes. So the samasa means aneka padasya ekapadi bhavanam iti samasa. Okay. The so when you are making many words into one pada, aneka padasya ekapadi bhavanam iti samasa. And the pada where the samasa is being applied, that is called samasta pada. Okay. Like in English, we have many compound words, football or firefighter, notebook, or there are many compound words. So there are two words, note and book. Okay. And when we combine them, we want to denote a particular meaning out of it. So note is a purva padam and book is the uttara padam. And when we combine them, there are aneka padas, two padas are there. And we are doing ekapadi bhavanam to denote a particular meaning, particular object. So that is the meaning of samasa. And then later on, we saw what are the different types of samasa and what is the difference between sandhi and samasa. Sandhi can occur optionally. So it's up to the speaker that in the words, there are many, in the sentence, there are many words. And it's up to the speaker that if he wants to apply the sandhi or not. But in the samasa, if there is a condition or there is some that the sandhi can be applied. Okay, there are some examples, there are some places where sandhi can be applied. So there, samasa, in the samasa, samasta padas, the sandhi is compulsory. It's not that it's up to us. Okay, either we break the sandhi or we just we speak that word with the sandhi. So in the samasa, the sandhi is compulsory. Okay, and then we saw many other the rules of the samasa, that the samasa occurs generally between the subanta padas, not in the tiganta padas. Okay, so what are the different types of samasa? Basically, the major category, the major divisions of the samasa is that kevala samasa and vishesha samasa. In Vishesha Samasa, we have more subdivisions. What are they? Avyai Bhava Samasaha, Tat Purusha Samasaha, Bahuvrihi Samasaha, Dvandva Samasa. And in Tat Purusha, we have more subdivisions. Samanya Tat Purusha Samasaha, Karmadharaya Samasaha, Dvigu Samasaha, Naya Prabhritaya Samasaha. In Bahuvrihi Samasa, we have more two subdivisions. Samanya Bahuvrihi Samasa, Vishesha Bahuvrihi Samasa. In Dvandva Samasa, we have Itaretar Yoga Dvandva Samasa and Samahara Dvandva Samasa. In Avyaya Bhava Samasa, primarily we have Avyaya Purva Pada Samasa, Avyaya Uttara Pada Samasa, and Avyaya Pada Rahita Samasa. And also we have more 33 subdivisions of Avyaya Bhava Samasa. In Tatpurusha Samasa, even the Samanya Tatpurusha Samasa has more subdivisions. There are more 7 types of Samanya Tat. Karma Dharaya 9 types, Divigu 3 types, Nai Prabhitaya 5 types. So in that way, we have huge, many different types of Samasa we have. And in this course, I will be covering the major ones, or the more important ones, which are seen in the scriptures, and ample of times this samasa is being used. So that those samasas I will be covering in this course. Okay. So this is the whole chart, the subdivisions of the samasa. Now, before we know the rules of each and every samasa, we should know how the samasa is formed. Like in Sandhi, we know that if there is Purva Varnaha and there is Para Varnaha, then if there is Samhita, then after in the process of Samhita, we do the Sandhi Karya. And each Sandhi has different set of rules and different conditions. So that if the conditions meet, if the conditions match, then that particular Sandhi will be applied. And in that way, there will be sound transformation. So this is the whole Sandhi Prakriya. How the Samasa works, how is a Samasa formed? So the process is like this. In the process of making a compound, the status of Samasa is given to a group of words by the regulations of Panini Sutras. Since that sentence is qualified as Samasa, all subpratyas are elided and only Pratipadikas remain in Samasa. That is what we call a compound word. Therefore, the meaning of a compound can be expressed by a sentence as well. We call that sentence as Vigraha Vakyam. Okay. For example, there is a word Vatamulam. Vatamulam. Now, the Vigraha Vakyam means the explanation of that word, of that compound word. So Vatamulam is the compound word, and the explanation, the definition or the explanation of that compound word, the meaning through which we want to express to that compound word in a sentence, that sentence is called Vigraha Vakya. So Vatamulam is the compound word, or a Samasta Pada. And the Vigraha Vakyam is Vatasya Moolam iti Vatamulam. This is a Laukika Vigraha, a sentence in natural language. So kindly make a note of it. Vigraha Vakyam are of 2 types. There is a Laukika Vigraha Vakyam and there is Alaukika Vigraha Vakyam. Laukika Vigraha Vakyam of the word Vatamula is Vatasya Moolam iti Vatamulam. By a regulation of Panini Sutra, these nouns are qualified to be compounded as a Sashti Tat Purusha Samasa. So there are 2 words, Purvapada and Uttarapada. Purvapada is Vata, Parapada, the Uttarapada is Mula. And the Samasa, which is being applied in the Samastapada, the definition, the explanation through which we want to denote some meaning out of the compound word, that Samasa, that set of the rules which denote particular meaning out of the compound word, that is called Shashti Tat Purusha Samasa, which is being used in the Vatamula compound word. And the explanation of the Vigraha Vakyam is Vatasya Moolam iti Vatamulam. And this is the Laukika Vigraha Vakyam. Okay. Laukika means natural. Okay. natural. So in daily basis, naturally, which we use in daily life. So like in Bhagavad Gita or in Srimad Bhagavatam, the samasta padams which are used, the samasa which are used in the padas. So then, if we want to give the Vigraha Vakyam, usually we give the Vigraha Vakyam in Laukika Vigraha type. The Alaukika Vigraha Vakyam, the Alaukika Vigraha, that is the same sentence in grammatical breakdown. In natural language, that is called Laukika Vigraha. But the same sentence, the same compound word, if you want to break down in based on the grammatical rules and regulations, so that will be different, and that is called Alaukika Vigraha Vakyam. So Vata plus Nas Pratyaya plus Mula Pratipadikam plus Su Pratyaya. So Nas is the Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam Pratyaya. In the 21 Supratyayas, if you see, the Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachana Pratyaya is Nas. And the Su is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana Pratyaya. So this is the Alaukika Vigraha Vakyam, means the same sentence, the same Vigraha Vakyam, but in the grammatical breakdown. So based on giving what is the Pratipadika and what is the Pratyay in that. So, but what happens by being qualified as a Samasaha? By being qualified as Samasaha, these words are also qualified as Pratipadika. And all Supratyayas are elided inside Pratipadika. So when we want to intend, if we are combining two words and we want to apply some particular samasa, then we are considering them as individual pratipadikas. And in that, when pratipadikas are suffixed with the pratyas, supratyas, so then in that, in the samasta padas, the pratyas, the supratyas are elided inside pratipadika. And Vatamula, this is the final form of the samasa, and it is also a pratipadika. Okay. So I told before that one pratipadika and another pratipadika, when they combine and when the supratyas are applied to those pratipadikas, the supratyas are elided inside the pratipadika because the samasa rules are applied in that. And then they make a new pratipadika. Now the new pratipadika is Vatamula. And Vatamula declines as a ending neuter because the Uttara Pada determines the gender and number of the samasa in a Tat Purusha samasa. So it is a rule in Tat Purusha samasa that the Uttara Pada, the Pada which is there in the later place. So there, the Uttara Pada will determine the gender and the number of the Samasta Pada. The gender and the number of the Samasta Pada. Vatamula is the Samastapada. Samastapada means where the samasa is being applied. So what is the Uttarapada's gender and number? Mula is the Prathama Vibhakti and Ekavachanam, and that the gender is Napunsakalinga gender. And the number is Ekavachanam. So it will become Vatamulam. Okay. Then further, if we just if we go on, then we can see Gananam Isham Bhaje. If we have this sentence and we have two words, I will just switch off my video. It's so dark here, so I'm just sitting in the car. Okay. Gananam Isham Bhaje. Now here there are two words, Gananam and Isham. Okay. Now if you want to make into one word, Aneka Padasya Ekapadi Bhavanam iti samasa. So now these are two words, but we want to make it in a one word by applying the samasa. So Purva Uttara Padayoho Pratipadikam. First of all, the first step in the samasa while applying the samasa, while making it into Samastapada, the first step is that we have to take the first word as the Pratipadika. First word's Pratipadika and the Uttara word's Pratipadika. So first word's Pratipadika is what? Gana. Uttara Padas Pratipadika is what? Isha. Okay. Then second step, Sandehe Avakasha Asti. If the conditions are matching, then the Sandhi will be applied. Sandehe Avakasha Asti Chet Sandhihi. So Ganesha, Gana plus Isha will become Ganesha by the Gunasan. Okay. Now here in this Samasta Padas, the Sandhi is compulsory. Samasta Padasya Linga Vachana Vibhakti Nirnayaha. Okay. After that, Pullingaha Dvitya Vibhakti Ekvachana. So now if you see the Isham word, the Uttara Pada word in the sentence, you can see that it is which linga? That is Pullinga. Which Vachana? Eka Vachana. Which Vibhakti? Dvitiya Vibhakti. So the whole word, the whole Samasta Padas, Linga Vachana Vibhakti will also be the same. It will follow the Uttara Padas Linga Vachana Vibhakti. And it will become Ganesham. Ganesham Bhaje. So Gananam Isham Bhaje, while applying the Samasa, we can also tell Ganesham Bhaje simply. And here Shashti Tat Purusha Samasa is being applied. Okay, and when we break down, when we give the Vigraha Vakyam of Shashti Tat Purusha Samasa, then we get the same meaning of Gananam Isham Bhaje. We get the same meaning. So these samasas, when these samasas are something which just makes us easier for you to tell some two words in just one word. These samasas are the helpers which can do that. And if you want to get the explanation of that particular word, then we have to take the help of the different samasas. So Shashtitat Purusha Samasa is being applied, and it means Gananam Isha. So this is the process of the samasa. And similarly, Krishna, Arjuna, if you see, so first step, Purva Pada, Uttara Pada, Pratipadikam is Krishna, Arjuna, then Sandehe Avakasha Asti, Chet Sandhi. So Savarna Dirgha Sandhi will be applied. It will become Krishna, Arjuna. Then third step, Samasta Padasya Linga Vachana Vibhakti Nirnayaha. Samasta Padasya Linga Vachana Vibhakti Nirnayaha. So here there is the Itaretara Yoga Dandva Samasa. And according to that Samasa, it's told that because there are two people, there are two kartas, Krishna and Arjuna. So we have to denote it in Dvivachanam. So it's Pullingaha, Prathama Vibhakti, but Dvivachanam. So it will become, the Samasta Padam will be Krishnarjuno Gachataha. So how the Linga Vachana Vibhakti has to be decided based on the Samasta Padas. So that we will be learning gradually when we will discuss each and every Samasa. But just to make you understand how the Samasa works, how the Samasa is formed. So these are the steps basically. Okay. Then we have more examples I will discuss later. Now today we will be learning Tat Purusha Samasa. We will learn Tat Purusha Samasa. Kindly make a note of it. The meaning of Uttara Padam has predominance. In Tat Purusha Samasaha, in all of the Tat Purusha Samasaha, the meaning of Uttara Padam has predominance. Okay. Uttara Padartha Pradhana. So we have Pura Padam and Uttara Padam. So here the predominance of the meaning is of Uttara Padam. How it is, that we will be learning. So now in the Tat Purusha Samasa, there are 7 types of, if you see, we have this division. So Tat Purusha Samasa, in the Samanya Tat Purusha Samasa, we have 7 subdivisions. So we will be learning first of all the important ones, the important samasa in the Samanya Tatpurusha Samasa. In the Samanya Tatpurusha Samasa, we have one Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa. Where is that chart which tells all of these samasas? Okay, tomorrow I will show that chart. So Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa is one of the subdivision of Samanya Tatpurusha Samasa. Now the rule of Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa is like this. Which noun can be compounded as a Purvapada? Which noun can be compounded as a Purvapada? So Purvapada should be second case ending noun or a Dvitiya Vibhakti form. The Purvapada should be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. With which noun as an Uttarapada? So there are first pada should be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. And what should be the second pada? The another, then the following the Uttarapada. What type of noun it should be? So the nouns, it should be Shrita word, Atita word, Patita word, then Gata, Atyasta, Prapta, and Apanna. These are the Uttarapadas. If the Purapada is in Dvitiya Vibhakti and Uttarapada are these words, then the Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa will be applied. Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa rules will be applied here. Okay. How to do Nirnaya or how to decide what will be the gender and the number of the compound word, the Samastapada? Same gender of the Uttarapada. Same gender of the Uttarapada. So whatever gender is of Uttarapada, that will be the gender of the Samastapada. Okay, example. Krishnam Shritaha. Krishnam Shritaha. So it will become Krishna Shritaha. It will become Krishna Shritaha. What does that mean? One who has taken refuge in Krishna. So Purvapada is Dvitiyantam Subantam. Uttarapadam is, it should be either Shrita, Atita, Patita, Gata, Atyasta, Prapta, or Apana. And Shrita, here Shritaha is there. Pullinga. So the Samastapadas, Linga and Vachana will be of the same as Uttarapada. So it will become Krishna Shritaha. What is the Laukika Vigraha Vakyam? Krishnam Shritaha iti Krishna Shritaha. What is the Alaukika Vigraha Vakyam? Krishna plus Shrita plus Su is the Alaukika Vigraha Vakyam. In the Alaukika Vigraha Vakyam, the Pratipadikas, when they are suffixed by the Supratyas, so the Supratyas will be elided while in the formation of the Samastapada. After the two Pratipadikas, they form a new Pratipadika, then the Supratyaya will be applied. And the gender, the Vachana, will be of the same as Uttarapada in the Vigraha Vakyam, in the Laukika Vigraha Vakyam. So it will become Krishna Shrita. One who has taken refuge in Krishna. Duhkam Atitaha. Duhkam Atitaha. Then Duhkam is what? Dvitiyantam Subantam. Atita is the next Uttarapada. It will become Duhka Titaha. Duhka plus Atitaha will become Duhka Tita. Then one who has overcome sadness. Kupam Patitaha. Kupam Patitaha. So it will become Kupa Patitaha, or one who has fallen in well. So now, even though in well it is there, or in the Saptami Vibhakti, in the Saptami Vibhakti sense, but according to the rules of Samasa, it is told that in Dvitiya Vibhakti also, we can denote the same meaning, that a person, one who has fallen in the well. So this is the special rule in the samasa. Then griham gataha, one who has gone to the house. So griham is the dvitiyantam subanta, and gataha is the uttarapada. So griham gataha, griham is the dvitiyantam subanta, and gata is the uttarapada. Okay, so it will become griha gataha, and one who has gone to the house. Okay, Vasundhara Mataji, here Krishnam Shritaha is there. The word is not Ashritaha. If the word it will be Ashritaha, then it will become Krishna Shritaha. So there is no Akaraha before the Shrita word. Okay, that's why it is Krishna Shrita. Then more examples. Aranyam Atyastaha. It will become Aranyatyastaha. So that will be one who has crossed the forest. Lakshyam Praptaha. Lakshyam is the Subantam, Dvitiyantam Subantam. And Prapta is the Uttarapada. So it will become Lakshya Praptaha, one who has attained the goal. Samshayam Apannaha. Samshayam Apannaha. So if Apanna is the Uttarapada and Dvitiyantam Subantam Padam is the Purapada, it will become Samshaya Panna, one who has got a doubt. Okay, so basically this is the rule of Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa. A Subanta ending in Dvitiya Vibhakti will combine with the word Ashrita, with the word Shrita, one who has taken refuge, Atita, one who has overcome, Patita, one who has fallen, Gata, one who has gone, Atyasta, one who is cast beyond, Prapta, one who has reached, Apanna, one who has attained, Gamin, one who intends to go, Gamin, one who is going, Bubukshu, one who desires to eat, to form Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa. More examples. Ramam Shritaha. It will become Rama Shritaha. Lakshmim Shritaha. Become Lakshmi Shritaha. Pitaram Shritaha will become Pitra Shritaha. Pitra is the Pratipadik. Suhridam Shritaha will become Suhrit Shritaha. Okay. Then Rajanam Shritaha will become Raja Shritaha. Atmanam Shritaha will become Atma Shritaha. Bhagavantam Shritaha will become Bhagavat Shritaha. Guninam Shritaha will become Guni Shritaha. More example, same. Krishnam Shritaha will become Krishna Shritaha. Duhkam Atitaha will become Duhkatitaha. Kupam Patitaha will become Kupa Patitaha. Then Mam Gataha will become Mad Gata. So there is here the Mat will be there. Gramam Atyastaha will become Gramatyastaha. Gramam Praptaha will become Grama Praptaha. Samshayam Apannaha will become Samshayapannaha, the one who has gained the doubt. Okay. So these are the rules of Dvitiya Tatpurusha Samasa. And this is the process of compounding. Krishnam Shritaha is the Laukika Vigraha Vakyam, a sentence in a natural language. Krishna plus plus Shrita plus Su. This is an Alaukika Vigraha. The same sentence in the grammatical breakdown. Being Samasa, they are also qualified as Pratipadikam. And all the subpratyas are elided inside the Pratipadika. So and Su, these are all subpratyas and they will be elided. Then it will become Krishna Shrita. This is the final form of the Samasa and it is also a Pratipadika. Now the new Pratipadika, Krishna Shrita, declines as a ending masculine, because in a Tatpurusha Samasa, the Uttarapada determines the gender and the number of the Samasa. Okay. So one thing we have to understand here while we are making the samasta pada and we are applying the samasa, that it's an interdependent, like it's anyonya ashraya, mutual. There is a mutual dependency. How? So samasah gyayate chet arthah gyayate. If we know the samasa, then we can know what will be the vigraha vakya and what will be the artha. And also, if we know the artha, then also we can know which samasa is being applied. So there is a mutual dependency on each other, that if we know the artha, then we can conclude what samasa is being applied. And if we know the samasa, then we can understand what will be the artha. So gradually, by practicing more samasas, different samasas, then you can understand how there is this mutual dependency between the samasa and the artha. Okay. Now, next subdivision in the Samanya Tatpurusha Samasa is Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa. What are the things to be known about Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa? Which noun can be compounded as a Purvapada? Third case ending noun. Purvapada should be in Tritiya Vibhakti. Should be in Tritiya Vibhakti. With which noun as an Uttarapada? Whose karta or karanam is told ending word. I will explain this. Okay, I will explain what is this uttar. So there should be kridanta word and kata pratyaya should be applied. And gender and number of the compound word. So same gender and the number of the uttar word. So that will be the samasta padas, gender and the number. Now here, if you see, Tiya Tatpurusha Samasa. Ramena Hataha becomes Rama Hataha. Banena Hataha becomes Bana Hataha. Rajva Baddaha becomes Rajja. One second. Rajju Badda. Yes, Rajju Badda. Then Kalidasana Rachitam becomes Kalidasa Rachitam. Okay. So here, Karta or Karanam. The Karta or Karanam is indicated. The Karta, if it is there, or Karanam is there. A Karta can be indicated in Kartari Prayogaha. So that is indicated in Ek Prathama Vibhakti. But in the Karmani Prayoga, Karta is indicated in the Tritiya Vibhakti. And also the Karanam is also indicated in the Tritiya Vibhakti, in Kartari Prayoga, and also in the Karmani Prayoga. But what should be the Uttarapada? Uttarapada should be a Kridanta word. Should be a Kridanta Subanta. So that should be Subanta Pada, but Krit Pratyaya should be applied. But which Krit Pratyaya? Kta Pratyaya. So what are the examples of Kta Pratyaya? Kindly see here. So Kri is the Dhatu and Kta is the Kridanta Krit Pratyaya. So it will become Krita. Gya is the Dhatu, Kta is the Pratyaya. It will become Gyata. Bhu is the Dhatu, Kta is the Pratyaya. It will become Bhuta. Then Shruta. Then Huta. Okay. Then Pat plus Kta becomes Patita. Vid plus Kta becomes Vidita. Vid plus Kta becomes Bhinna. Anna. Prapanna. Prasanna. Okay. Then we have more. Gam plus Kta becomes Gata. What is the meaning? So Gam has two meanings. It's in the Karmani sense, in the Katari sense. Okay, leave that. But just for now, understand is that the Kata Pratyaya is used in past tense. Kata Pratyaya is used to indicate past tense. So that which has been saluted, one who has saluted, one who has strived, that which has been injured. Mukta, that which has been released. Bhukta, that which has been eaten. Tyakta, that which has been given up. Yukta, that which has been united. So these are the example of Sktvanta Shabdas. or Vedic ta pratyaya is applied to the dharmas. Okay. Then we have more ishta, drishta, nashta, spashta, labdha, rabdha, buddha, then shuddha, siddha, ukta, prishta. Then dugdha, sthita, hita, shanta, jata, datta, pratta, sthapita, darshita, pratibodhita. So there are some words which can be used independently, as a noun. But here, presently, when we are applying the kta pratyaya, we have to use these words in the sense of indicating some kriya in the past. Okay. So guruna upadishtah, it will become guru upadishtah. Tena kritam becomes tat kritam. Vidyaya rahitah becomes vidya rahitah. Yogena yuktah becomes yoga yuktah. Ghatena avachinnah, ghatavachinnah. So these words, the uttara padas are the ktvanta. So kta pratyaya is being applied. And the purva pada is in tritiya vibhakti. So this is the tritiya tatpurusha samasa. Okay. The next one is panchami tatpurusha samasa. Panchami tatpurusha samasa. Which noun can be compounded as a purva pada? Fifth case ending noun. Fifth case ending noun. So that should be the purva pada. Panchami vibhakti. With which noun as an uttara pada? Bhaya, apeta, mukta, patita. So these are the words in the uttara pada. Okay, and the gender and the number of the compound word will be same gender of the uttara pada. So rule number 1 is in the panchami tatpurusha samasa, like panchamyantam subantam padam should be there as the pura pada. Uttara pada there can be bhaya, bhiti, bhita, and bhi. So these all words, they denote same meaning, that is bhaya or being afraid. Chorat bhayam, chora bhayam. Simhat bhitihi, simha bhitihi. Vyagrat bhitaha, vyagra bhitaha. Vrishchikat bhihi, vrishchika bhihi. Then what else? Rule number 2, if panchamyantam padam is there and the next word, the uttara pada is apeta, apodha, mukta, and mukta, patita, and apatrasta. So these are the words in the uttara pada, then the panchami tatpurusha samasa is can be applied, and the samasta pada can be formed. Sukhad apetah will become sukhapetah, derived from happiness. Kalpanayaha apodah, kalpana podah, obstructed from imagination. Chakrad muktah becomes chakra muktah, free from wheel. Svargat patitah, svargapatitah, one who has fallen from heaven. Tarangat apatrastah, tarangapatrastah, deterred from wave. So if the purva pada is panchami vibhakti antam and para uttara pada is, if there are these words, then the panchami tatpurusha samasa can be applied. So these are the examples. Chora bhayam, sukhapetah, roga muktah, swarga patitah, then tasmad vyatiriktam becomes tad vyatiriktam, different from that. So this is the panchami tatpurusha samasa. Then another samasa is shashti tatpurusha samasa. What is that? Which noun can be compounded as a purva pada? Sixth case ending noun. So the purva pada should be in shashti vibhakti. What should be the in uttara pada? Almost any noun. In uttara pada, almost any noun if there is there, so it can be there in Uttarapada. And the gender and the name of the compound should be the same gender of the Uttarapada. Now, presently, the samasa rules for you, it could be feeling very complex, or it could be you could be very difficult to but see, even while I was learning previously, when my Acharya was teaching, so Acharya also told me same thing, that gradually when you come across through many examples, when you come across through many different samastapadas, and when we do the vigraha vakyams based on the samasa, while we figure out what samasa is being applied, then gradually we can learn of how we have to take out the vigraha vakyams and which type of samasa is being applied. But for now, just know the rules. Just know the rules. What should be the Purapada? What should be the Uttarapada? That's it. Then gradually, when you understand the meaning, when you want to, when you are intending to take out some meaning out of it, then gradually we can understand what samasa has to be applied. So, for example, a sentence Atmanaha Jnanam. Atmanaha is in Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam. It means of self. Jnanam means knowledge. Is qualified to be compounded as a Shashti Tatpurusha Samasaha by a regulation of Panini Sutra. The compound word will be Atma Jnanam, that is knowledge of self. So Atmanaha is Shashti Bhaktyantam and Jnanam is a Subantam. This is a Laukika Vigraha, a sentence in a national language. Atman nas jnana plus su. This is an alaukika vigraha, the same sentence in grammatical breakdown. Being samasa, they are also qualified as pratipadika. So Atman, nas, and su are elided because these are the subpratyas inside pratipadika. So they are elided because of the samastaka. Then it will become Atma Jnana. Nakaraha will also get lopa. So it will become Atma Jnana. And this is the final form of samasa. It is also a pratipadika. So Atma Jnana declines as a ending neuter. Akarantaha napunsakalinga shabda. Because in a Tatpurusha samasa, the Uttarapada determines a gender and the number. One second. So the examples for Shashirat Purusha Samasaha is what? Devasya Alayaha will become Devalayaha. So Shashtintam Padam is the Purapada and Uttarapada is Alayaha. So it will become Devalayaha. Deshasya Seva will become Desha Seva. Rajyaha Putraha will become Rajaputraha. Kathayaha Kathanam will become Katha Kathanam. Guroho Dakshina will become Guru Dakshina. Okay. So these are some of the examples for the Shashtidat Purusha Samasa. Dharma Kshetram will become Dharmasya Kshetram. Pandavanikam, Pandavanam Anikam. Panduputranam, Pandoho Putraha, Tesham Panduputranam. Swajanaha, Swasya Janaha. Kulakshayaha, Kulasya Kshayaha. Mitra Drohe Chapatakam. So Mitra Droha, what is that? Mitranam Droha. So these are the in these words, Shashtitat Purusha Samasa is being applied. Artha Gauravam, Arthasya Gauravam. Buddhimandyam, Buddhehe Mandyam. Tripatham, Trayanam Panthaha. Krishna Sakha, Krishnasya Sakha. राजपुरुषः राज्ञः पुरुषः, देवगणः देवानां गणः. What else? ईश्वरस्य अनुग्रहः will become ईश्वरानुग्रहः. ब्रह्मणः विद्या ब्रह्म विद्या, उमायाः पतिः उमापतिः, कर्मणः फलं कर्म फलं, तस्य पुरुषः तत्पुरुषः, तत्त्वस्य विवेकः तत्त्वविवेकः. Then tasya prakarah tattva viveka prakarah. So this is more elaborate of the Tatpurusha Samasa. But for now, tattvasya vivekah will become tattva vivekah, and tasya prakarah will become tattva viveka prakarah. Yes. Then we have Gurukule. लौकिक विग्रह वाक्यं गुरोः कुलम् इति गुरुकुलम्, तस्मिन् गुरुकुले इति षष्ठी तत्पुरुष समासः. गौरी पुत्रस्य, गौर्याः पुत्रः गौरीपुत्रः, तस्य गौरीपुत्रस्य. कर्मफलेषु, कर्मणः फलम् इति कर्मफलम्, तेषु कर्मफलेषु. गणपतिः, गणानां पतिः इति गणपतिः. मदात्मानं, मद आत्मानं और उत मम आत्मा, मद आत्मानं मम आत्मा इति मदात्मा, तम मदात्मानं. Then सर्वात्मा, सर्वस्य आत्मा will become सर्वात्मा. जगत गुरुम, जगत जगतः गुरुः जगत गुरुः, तम जगत गुरुम. मनोवृत्तयः, मनसः वृत्तिः मनोवृत्तिः, तयः बहुवचनं. Then अनुष्ठानम, स्वधर्मानुष्ठानम. So here it's a huge samasa. Swasya dharma, swadharma. Then tasya swadharmasya anushtanam will become swadharmanushtanam. Lokanathaya, lokasya natah lokanatah. Then tasmai lokanathaya. Then sattva gunanam, how it will be sattvasya gunaha iti sattva gunaha, tesham sattva gunana. Vedanta vakyarthas, Vedanta vakyarthasya. So Vedantasya vakyam iti Vedanta vakyam, tasya arthah Vedanta vakyarthah, tasya Vedanta vakyarthasya. So these are the examples of Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa. So this Samasa in Bhagavad Gita, many places this Samasa is being used. Many places. So gradually, I will be discussing how do we have to do the Anvaya of the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, and in that place, we will be doing the grammatical analysis of each and every verse of Bhagavad Gita. And those places you can find how the Shashti Purusha Samasa is being applied. Okay. Then we have Saptami Tatpurusha Samasa. These are the things to be known about Saptami Tatpurusha Samasa. Which noun can be compounded as a Purvapada? Purvapada should be in Saptami Vibhakti. With which noun as an Uttarapada? Kushala, Nipuna, Pandita, Pravina, Adhi. And special modification of compounded words. So when Adhi word comes in Uttarapada, its form changes into Adhi. So this is a special modification being done. And gender and number of the compound word, it will be the same gender of the Uttarapada. Tarke Kushalaha will become Tarka Kushalaha. Shastre Nipunaha will become Shastra Nipunaha. Vedeshu Panditaha will become Veda Panditaha. Shastreshu Pravinaha will become, sorry, not Shastra, Shastra. Shastreshu Pravinaha will become Shastra Pravina, skilled in weapons. Ishvare Adhi depending on the Lord. So the special modification is the adhina, ishvaradhina, swasmin adhi, depending on oneself, swadhina or independent. Pareshu adhina, paradhina, that will become depending on others. So the Purvapada is in Saptami Bhakti and Parapada should be either Kushala, Nipuna, Pandita, Pravina or Adhi. Then the Saptami Tat Purusha Samasa will be applied. Any questions? Today we covered many samasas. Yeah, so I would request everyone to go through them again and revise them. So it will be very much useful.
Chaturthi
Yes.
Tatpurusha Samasa, how you should do? How to?
Chaturthi Tat Purusha Samasa is also there too, but I purposefully did not teach it because it's little bit, it will be abstruse for you to understand presently. And later on, I will, after, later maybe in the higher levels, that samasa can be done. But presently, this much is enough. And these samasas are very often used. These samasas are often used in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. If anyone has any questions or comments, then they can ask now.